All right, 3 seconds in. Yo and hello. Good evening, everyone. And wish me luck because I'm not sure if this is actually working or if it is, how long it will last. So fingers crossed that this doesn't completely waste everyone's time again. But just in case, let me get the introductions out real quick. Hi, we have Terry Diamantis.
Hey, everyone.
We have Johnny Hellcat.
Hello.
And we have technical difficulties. That's right, I'm Delahazed, and I will be your host this evening. Poppy is unavailable, and for that, I am sorry. Not that sorry, mind you, because that would require giving a shit, but, you know, enough to at least say it. Also, I'd like to apologize. I'd also like to apologize for the first attempt at the stream tonight. For whatever reason, OBS is shitting the bed completely on me, and whenever I start streaming, it is got zero bit of information being sent towards YouTube. So I apologize, and hopefully using straight up StreamYards alone will alleviate the problem I was experiencing and give a giant middle finger to OBS, which is all I really care about at this point.
Can't say I blame you.
All right, now that I've got that off my chest, Terry, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing well. I've been streaming with Jack all morning and then watching Mystery Science Theater, and now I'm here. So it's been a very online day, which is, kind of what I'm known for.
Fair enough. And Gene Simmons, how are you doing down there, bud?
Oh, not too bad. It's just been pretty busy today, and just keeping it going.
Oh yeah, being pretty busy, being unproductive, as Weibo calls it.
Yeah.
Yes.
as far as like having to do the same thing over and over and over again today, it was
See, I'd be more convinced to call that counterproductive rather than unproductive.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because unproductive, you're not accomplishing anything, but with counterproductive, you're accomplishing something in the reverse of what you're trying to do.
Yes.
Definitely. I was trying to get something done, and it was not cooperating.
Kind of like how I was trying to get OBS to just 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, not 10, half an hour ago, for fuck's sake.
Oh, there
Do you
it is.
actually have a dishwashing funny, or are you still without?
No, I got it up and going this morning. So
okay.
Well, around noon. So my kids weren't helping. So
naturally. Well, you weren't here yet, but before you jumped in, Johnny and I did the restart. I was talking with Terry about my issues with the new Among Us update.
Yes.
Are you still having issues?
I only just started having issues. Because when we played it after the update came out that one time, I was fine. I don't know if I was playing with any of you guys, but I was testing it out and I was fine. But ever since then, I can't log on anymore. I have to use a guest account.
See, that's what happened to me, but it happened immediately. As soon as the update dropped, if I was not logged in, everything was fine, but I couldn't type in chat. If I log in, then it says can't authenticate account, and I clicked try again, 6 or 7 times, and it says, no, fuck you, we log out. So yeah, that's the only way I could play is a guest account where you can't actually type anything.
Yeah, and those wheels of optional responses and questions and whatnot can go fuck themselves, because if you're having a bit of lag or anything like that, you're not going to have time, no matter how long the discussion / voting time is, to put anything in the chat.
Yeah. No, it's kind of a mess.
Yeah.
And it seems like they did it to avoid the hassle of online harassment.
Yeah, well, now they're getting online harassed to fix this by a lot of people having the same issue.
But my stance is always like, Just let people harass each other. Like, who cares? What is the worst that anyone can do in a game of Among Us?
And
to
you
harass
can
someone?
you can vote to kick people out. So like,
Yeah, and you can still do that without typing any nasty words.
oh my god, why are they calling me? All right, I need to. I'll be right back.
All right.
Mr. Popular is getting a phone call
from my job. From my job, that my last day was on Wednesday.
Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants. He has a job. He had a last day at his job. Oh my god, rub it in.
I have a first day coming up too. How about that?
Oh wow.
Oh my god, this guy just loves to brag about his life.
I didn't want to do anything on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and I ended up doing 3 things.
One for each day? Cool.
The same thing for each day.
So did you really do 3 things, or did it just take you that long to do one?
It just took me that long to do one.
Auditioning for the new Dragon Ball Z sequel?
I don't know. My only experience with Dragon Ball has been the fighting game.
Sorry, what was that about Dragon Ball?
The only experience I've had with it is the fighting game, apart from one episode that I watched 20 years ago.
Right.
30 years ago, actually.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
Oh, no, but it was actually really good that we did that stream where you were telling me about, like, Dragon Ball lore and, like, all the different characters and stuff.
Okay.
Because in the game, is it Ginyu was the one that got turned into a frog?
Yes.
Like, part of the thing is, one of the secret events is it's him versus Cell, and I think it's Frieza is saying, do your body swapping thing. He goes, looks too much like a frog. And I would have not gotten that reference if I hadn't had the stream with you the previous day.
Oh, talk about timing.
I know, it was amazing.
And chat, in case you thought I was ignoring you, well, have you not been paying attention? Of course I was, but I'm noticing you now. Hi! We've got Costume, we've got Assassin, we've got Mr. Yes, and of course we've got the lovely Sora Luna just popping her head into chat right now. Hello to all of you. If any of you would like to come hang out, I got a few spots available, so just let me know and I will send you a link on the Twitter machines. If not, well, that's your choice, but hey, I'm judging you.
Yes. There's a good episode of The Corner that Sora was on with us on it was Saturday for me, but Friday for you guys. But that was funny because we got to find out that black conservatives are actually dogs, and that was news to me.
And I got to hear Moonshock's opinion of himself too. That was a nice treat.
that was an incredibly accurate observation made by Moonshock. What was it? He said he was like dumb and gay or something like that.
Ugly
and gay. That's it.
I definitely missed something then.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we were on The Corner with Frosted. We were doing I think it was Sad Libs, and yes. Jack's answer said that he was ugly and gay. And then when Moonshock repeated it, I said, someone clipped that, and Dilla actually did. So now there's a clip of Moonshock calling himself ugly and gay on Twitter.
Nice.
Yeah, I actually posted it in the chat. I'm like, will do, Terry. I don't know if you saw it or not, but someone in the chat saw it, and I think someone on the chat saw it too, because they're like, Della, you? No, as if to be sarcastic. I'm like, wait a minute. It's not as though I've been doing a lot of clips in the last year or so. I mean,
that's no, that was funny. Like, I did see you put that in chat. I even thought I responded to it, but maybe I wasn't maybe it wasn't clear what I was laughing about. Because I think I just put, like ha 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 ha, and then it might not have been clear that I was laughing at you, clipping Moonshot. Like, oh my god, that's funny.
Fair enough.
It's I've had another one of my tweets garner a lot of attention. I got like 650 likes on it because CNN was talking about the racist Chinese font. So like how Chinese restaurants have that kind of bamboo-y sort of writing,
Yes.
and they're saying, "Well, that's very, very, very racist font." So I just said, "Is it even bad to be racist anymore? If every item from food to clothes to fonts is racist, then what value does the label have?" And I am equally as racist as writing letters a certain way is.
Than English writing of Japanese or Chinese restaurants.
Yes, it's that was funny. There was this one guy, and I thought he was playing along and like joking, and so I liked his comment, and then it turns out he was legit. He was like full on lefty nutbag. Like, I'm just gonna take that like back. Thank you.
I've had to do that a few times.
I mean, I'll see if I can find where he said it, because he was it was so ridiculous that I assumed he had to be trolling. But I'll have to see if I can find what he said. Here it is. I think you just didn't know the extent to which your ancestors were racist. They were so racist they took the time to make even small things like fonts racist. That's why it's also diabolical. So I read that and I thought, okay, he's making fun of how stupid everything's gotten. No. The conversation continued, and he's legit. He really believes that everything is racist if a white person does it.
That's too much to unburden.
And Sora's saying that she would have totally thought that was someone making fun as well. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. It's something I would write to troll and to make fun of how stupid the left has gotten. But he was serious. And after some arguing with some other person, he goes, do you know the difference between racism and prejudice? I said, yes. Prejudice is when a black person doesn't want to admit they're being racist.
That's the perfect
that
answer.
Is the best answer.
He didn't like that.
Absolute perfect.
Oh, his prejudice was showing. Oh, well done, sir. Well done.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that was fun. That was my Twitter adventure for the last couple of days. Like 90% of my notifications have just been another person liked it, another person replied to it, another person retweeted. Like, okay, I get it. You can stop now.
You should be like, I'm getting this. Here's a PayPal. Like, just pick something random.
I should look up how to actually mute a thread, because the notifications get a bit excessive. There's
well, like that last one you got. About not wanting to date a whore.
Yes.
And for muting a thread, if you go into your notifications and the thread you're wanting to, if you hover over it, there should be 3 dots in the top right corner.
Yeah, I just found it.
There you go.
Found it.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
No worries, bud.
Yeah, because it was really bad the last time, the one with like I don't want to date a whore, basically, because I got so many notifications that I actually missed a message from Johnny saying he wanted to play Blaze Blue with me. It's like, damn, I actually would have really wanted to play, but I just didn't see the message for like 3 hours. So
yeah, by the time somebody got back to me, I was already unconscious.
Yeah, no, I replied knowing that the opportunity had gone. It's like I wasn't expecting to go, okay, let's drop everything and do it. The message was like 3 hours old. But no, that one really annoyed me because all the notifications, and I missed the one notification I would have actually really wanted to read.
Yeah, that's got to be shitty.
Sarah says, while you're doing fans and here's my cash app. But fortunately for everyone involved, I am not on OnlyFans, so you can rest easy. You don't have to endure that. No one does. And
I'd start an OnlyFans.
No, I mean you're welcome.
Why not?
To.
I mean, if you guys want to pay money to see small 30-second clips of a fan blowing wind, I would be down to start an OnlyFans for that.
Yeah, I thought about just so I can stay within the terms of fair use.
Mm-hmm.
Is just find pictures of cats laying provocatively, and then just superimpose a picture that I drew on top of that, and then just that would be that.
And
wow.
Charming Cthulhu in chat was saying that Blaze Blue is dope, and yes, it is a good game. I very much enjoyed. I actually like Blaze Blue more than Guilty Gear. I think I'm in a fairly small minority for feeling that way, but.
Hey, if you want to join our cavalcade of 3, so you do like online battle type stuff, you're more than welcome to join. If you have it on Steam.
Yes. Jack Gunsky also owns the game, but I don't think he likes it. He played it once, and there was like some rando who joined our group, and he just like ruffle stomped the both of us in like 10 seconds flat. And was like, let's not play this anymore. And so I think I'm going to put him off.
Oof.
Yeah, playing with people who, as I say, the people who masturbate to the game. You can tell the people who just like they won't even let you take a step.
Yeah, no, this guy was like dancing across the screen, hitting us from all angles, and it's like, I was lucky I hit him like once or twice. It's like, no, this isn't fun. I mean, it's a good way to learn what's possible once you get good at the game, but it's not fun in the moment to just watch your character get destroyed and you can't really do anything.
It's very discouraging.
Yes. It's kind of why I think that's one of the big problems with fighting games is if you want to play them online, unless there's a very good ranking system so you don't get paired up with people like that. If your first game is against someone who grinds you into the dust in 10 seconds flat, you're not going to want to play a second one. And BlazBlue has such a small community that really anyone you get paired against, unless you know them personally, chances are they're going to be godlike at the game because it's like.
I played Mortal Kombat X online just to get a couple of the trophies out of the way, and this one guy jumped in and he's just like, oh, he started like I was 0 and 2 on that. Like I had him distracted like that little bit, and yeah, he mopped the floor with me. Like I barely moved.
There's actually a really funny clip from Mortal Kombat X where this guy Justin Wong, he's like one of the best fighting game players in America, got paired up with like I think he was 8 years old at the time, and like he's just using jacks and just firing rockets at the guy. And he's like, "You're cheating. That's cheap." Justin's like, "You're going to learn today, boy. Welcome to the real world."
Gonna learn today.
And after the match, Justin is like, "Oh, I'm going to hell. I can't believe I did that."
Just missile spam the guy.
Yeah, because he knew, like this little kid, he doesn't know how to play. He knew the kid wouldn't be able to stop, just jump over them. So he just got utterly destroyed, this little kid. And then the kid's whining. He's like, "You're cheating. That's not fair." And like, Justin doesn't care. He's just like, "Welcome to the real world."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty basic when it comes to playing online, but again, in fighting games, it's. Well, I have a pattern. Once people find it out, it's like, oh yeah, you're dead.
Well, just in general of any genre, I only want to play against people I know. Like, I'm not going to go play strangers because I don't care. If a stranger is better than me, if I'm better than a stranger, so what? I'm never going to see him again. Whereas if Johnny and I play and, one of us beats the others, like, I'll see Johnny the next day and we can sort of talk about the match and we can, there's a different feel to when you're playing against people you actually know and care about.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I get annoyed when people turn public on Among Us. It's like, no, don't let these losers in.
Like, it's all right when you've got a majority of your friends in there and then you're all in voice chats so you can just dogpile on them for funsies.
Yeah.
But otherwise, yeah, fuck off.
Yeah, me and my friends did that with Town of Salem.
Oh, yeah.
We got the mobile version and we spent the entire night just trying to get one of the three of us to win.
Mm-hmm.
And so people are just like, oh, those three are cheating. Let's kick them out, and they would eventually.
It's Town of Salem is one that I would like to play, but it's too multiplayer. So unless someone's going to start a group game of people that I already know, I'm not going to just go play randos. So
yeah. No, I would like to get a group of, I think it's 12. Playing.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. Is you need a lot of players to make it work.
Yeah. Unless you want to just essentially play to troll, but that gets old after a while.
Hmm. And, yeah. So Sora's agreeing with me that it's a lot more fun playing with people you know. It's like, yeah, because like there's a dynamic there that you can play off.
Exactly.
Like if I wasn't Zella's friend, always voting for him in Among Us wouldn't be funny.
Well, it might, but it wouldn't be as funny for sure.
Yeah.
Now, my favorite question is why is everyone's names red? Or why is my name red? And they're just like, oh, he's the serial killer. You gotta get rid of him. And turns out I was the jester, so they were supposed to kill me.
Oh, nice.
See, my favorite question is still, hey, can the imposters do the imposters know who the other imposter is?
Yeah. Good old Wesley.
That will never die. That and ridiculous Q.
Oh yeah.
That was so dumb. Just put Q in everything.
It got a good meme for a bit.
Yeah.
A nice inside meme. That was fun. I like to bring it up every now and again.
It's well, I don't know if this ever happened in a real game, but one thing I read about was someone saying, "Why did my kill button turn into a vent button?" Like, I'm not sure that ever actually happened. That sounds like too fake, but maybe it did.
Sora, why does it say fake the tasks?
Yeah. Well, see, that one I could believe. If it was a new player who didn't understand. But why? Like, if you know how the game works, you know that you're supposed to keep your imposter nature to yourself. Asking why your kill button changed is kind of a giveaway.
You know, I would love to see someone ask, "How do you fake a task?" That would be just. It's telling me I have to fake a task. How do I do that, guys? Is
I
there
kind
a
of
button
want
I pressed?
I kind of want to do that when they if we play against randos again.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I want to see what the response would be.
But for real, the first time I played Among Us as the imposter, I thought you actually had fake tasks to complete. Like you had to, like I thought you were like trying to undo the progress of the good guys. So there were like tasks that you would do to set them back. And I was very confused that I couldn't interact with anything when I got to the location marked on the map. So it's a legit question.
Yeah.
It's just a terrible one to ask in the middle of a game.
Yeah, yeah. Which is why I would love to hear it because of both those reasons. But yeah, I had the exact same issue when I first gave it a try too. It's like, and then it took me a minute to learn that, I just stand here.
Yeah.
And if I'm smart, if I can, probably sabotage while I'm doing so.
But yeah, like I was very confused because I'd played as the crewmate before, and it's like, okay, you go to the thing, you do the task, and the thing goes away, and then it's like, okay, I'm here. There's nothing to interact with. What's going on? And then like, I couldn't ask because that would have outed me as the imposter. So I was like, oh fuck, I don't know. I ended up losing because I didn't know what I was doing. But I figured out how to kill people. That was good enough.
And poor Sora, apparently it's not hard enough for her. I know she's not talking to me. She's got taste.
But Sora seems to like my idea of like doing tasks to set the crewmates back. I mean, that's kind of why I assumed you could do it, is because in my head that's how the game was going to work. Because you have two factions competing with each other. One has the advantage of being able to kill the other.
That's fair, Sora. That's fair. And yeah, that would be an awesome feature they should add once they get the new feature fixed.
Yeah.
Well, once they get the current feature removed.
That's what I mean by fixed. Isn't that how they fix things? Is they remove it?
No.
I mean, when you get a dog fix, aren't you removing something?
When they fix things, they just make it worse. It's the rule of the internet.
So everyone's like YouTube. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
That is a universal rule of the internet. Fixing something makes it worse.
I'm old. I'm used to the OG definition of it not meaning that. Meaning actually fix something.
When in doubt, think of YouTube.
I'd rather not. Although I do, going back to people who, when Terry's talking about that kid calling cheat or whatever, it did remind me, I do like watching videos of people catching cheaters in game and trolling them for being cheaters and stuff like that. Like especially like in Minecraft when you get hackers and the server owner comes on and the server owner happens to be a massive troll, and it's like, oh, you're gonna come onto my server and hack and then act like we're all idiots and live stream yourself doing it. Well, I've got my evidence. Thank you for that. Now let's have some fun. And then it's like, so they get trolled, and then at the end of the video, it's the big reveal. It's like, I'm the server owner after they just finished playing dumb, and it's like, oh, bro, I'm so sorry, man. Please don't. It's like, yeah, excuse after excuse.
Nope, those gallows are gonna drop.
Yeah, it's always funny to watch them fucking go from. Oh, and my favorite is the ones that say, I'm gonna report you for hacking when they were the ones hacking originally, and the only reason the owner is hacking to troll them is because of that. It's like, well, yeah, I'm honest about it. You're hacking my game. You're gonna lose your membership on the server and your Twitch account. So have fun with that.
It's I mean, obviously hacking is cheating, but I'm actually pretty hardline that most things people call cheating isn't actually cheating. It's just effective. Like the standard one I always go to is in 1980 there was a cricket match where the Kiwis needed to get 6 points off the final ball, which means they have to hit it out of the park on the full. And so the guy just bowled it along the ground, and obviously you can't hit it if he does that. And like there was this uproar, like, oh, you're cheating. It's like the guy went to the umpire and said, is this within the rules? And he goes, technically, yeah. All I needed to know. And so he didn't break the rules. They changed the rules immediately afterwards because they realized they didn't want that shit happening again. But he didn't cheat. The win was 100% legit. It's just people don't like that he... They call it unsporting. I just call it...
It was like, an exploit.
Yeah, but I think the cricket board did the exact right thing. They said, he didn't break the rules. We are going to change the rules so no one does this again, but we can't penalize him for not breaking the rules.
Yeah.
And so the win still stands.
It's a nice open win loophole.
Yeah. And so they handled it well. But like to this day, people from New Zealand get the shits if you bring up the underarm bowl.
That's thinking outside the box right there. That's what it is. And
yeah, I know. I think that was very creative. And I actually got into an argument with my mother over it because I was saying, no, he didn't cheat. And he's like, yeah, but it's not proper cricket. It's like, the umpire said it was. What are you talking about?
Like I can get being sore about it, but come on, at least acknowledge the facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the same with like people like with the little kid who got beat by Justin Wong. It's like spamming the same move over and over again in a fighting game is not cheating. And like
no.
I don't know why anyone thinks it is.
It's all I know. Get off my ass, people. You don't like it, don't play.
I'm not saying
someone
don't
else
do
to play.
I'm not saying don't do it. I'm saying don't call it cheating when someone else does.
No, and there are times where I'm a legit button masher because I can't be bothered to remember all the different combos, and I just remember the ones I like best that seem to work well.
Oh hell! Whenever I play against Terry with Blaze Blue, that's what I'm doing 90% of the time.
And and growing up, my brother used to give me shit for doing that shit. And it's like, look, you don't like it, we don't have to play together.
And thus Eddie Gordo from Tekken was born.
No, but like it's completely legitimate to button mash, and like if you enjoy playing that way and you are having good results from playing that way, what is your reason to stop? Like
exactly.
It's not like I went 10-0 against Johnny. He won 4 out of 10 games. It was really close. So obviously what he was doing was working for the most part. So there's no reason for him to do anything else. It's like the onus is on me to learn how to stop what he's doing, not on him to say, oh, you can't handle this attack, I'll do something else. No, the whole point is for the one player to beat the other.
Mm-hmm. And look,
although I'll admit that one, I think it was the first one that I won, where I used like the last guy to do it. You know, that case it's kind of like an OP guy to kind of.
No,
it's not cheating, but it's still kind of like you know what you did. Like
I would contest that because I actually don't think that character is very strong. I mean, he's the final boss, so he's like strong in terms of the story. But as a fighter, I don't think he's that good because he has to unlock his special moves. Like at the start of the round, he does not have any special moves except for one. You have to go through the trouble of unlocking them individually. By the time you can actually do them all, the match is over. So I don't think he's that strong.
But then again, I was just button mashing anyway. I don't even know if I don't even know if what I was doing is any special moves. Like, That game, well, the game's got a lot of flash to it, so really, you'll do a standard attack, and it's like, oh no, that was just a standard attack. That wasn't a special move at all.
But like
forward and punch, and he does this flippy flip, stab.
One of the games I lost against Jack, he was literally just alternating two attack buttons, but I was stuck in the corner, and because I always forget to use the barrier, I didn't have a way to push him back, so he won because I eventually lost. So yeah, I mean, it worked. He wasn't doing anything untoward by exploiting the fact that I couldn't get out of the corner. That's what you're meant to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And to use my brother as an example again, when we were growing up, whenever we would get into the situations like where I would do something like that, or I was button mashing and winning, that's when he would get upset. And I looked at him and I'm like, look, the only reason you're upset is because for once I'm kicking your ass. You have no problem with how I'm doing it. It's just the fact that I'm doing it. Now, you can either grow up and accept that, or we can stop playing altogether and you can never have this problem again. But we can't keep playing if you're going to keep fucking whining at me on the rare times I'm going to fucking win by doing this.
There's a YouTube channel called Brian F. And like this guy's not a professional, but he's like a really high level Street Fighter 5 player. And like he was losing to like some random guy. He was like not very good and just doing random shit. And like he lost his temper. He's lost his temper, but then he caught himself and said, "Look, dude, I'm sorry. It's just that when I get hit by this stuff, I feel foolish and I'm taking it out on you." And I thought, holy shit, that is like something you never see. You never see
mad respect for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I became a big fan of his channel just for him going, "Look, dude, I'm sorry for lashing out. When you hit me with stuff that I feel like I should be able to stop, it makes me feel like an idiot, and I'm taking it out on you." And I think that is a very respectable approach to the game.
I can appreciate that self-awareness and the honesty. It takes a lot to be able to do that, and if you don't respect that, I don't respect you.
It was cool because like before that one happened, he kind of got shamed. Like this was like years ago. Like he lashed out against some guy. He was playing Zangief, and the guy sent him a DM saying, "Dude, I'm just trying to learn," and like he was just like, "Oh fuck, I'm such an asshole." And like he sent this guy like sincere apology, and he made a video about it. It's like, yeah, I ever since that he's kind of like he's caught himself when he's like getting a bit aggressive or passive aggressive towards the people beating him if he feels like it's unearned. He's like, no, look, I got to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were playing against some guy. It was my friend's brother's roommate at the time. And we're playing, I think it was Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, as I described earlier, he's one of those ones that masturbates the game. So there's not anything he doesn't know about this game. And so, yeah, we're just there to see the fatalities. That's really the only reason we're there, because we'd never seen, we had never seen that gameplay.
Yeah.
So we're just like, all right, yeah, well, we'll at least try and make it look like we know what we're doing, and then we'll see some fatalities in the way of things are. So sure. Yeah. And then one of the rounds, just a round, I beat him, and he got so pissed off. Like he sits up in his chair. He's got this big old gamer chair. He's like, "Oh, well, all right, this is how this is gonna be." And I'm like, dude, I don't want to play with this guy anymore. Like,
yeah, I mean, I think there's such a thing as taking the game too seriously. I mean, like obviously take it seriously in terms of getting better, but if you lose and you get that butthurt about it, it's time to take a step back. Like it is just a game, unless this is your career, and it's like nobody's career except for maybe 3 people in the world who make a career from playing fighting games. Unless you've got like money and significant money banking on your win rate, who cares if you lose?
Mm-hmm.
As long as I feel like I got to play, like that guy that smoked both me and Jack in like 10 seconds flat. The only reason I had an issue with that is because there was no point me being there. It's like he might as well have been in training mode because I was the skill deficit was so huge that I was just utterly outclassed. If I felt like I was keeping up with him and I still lost, I'd enjoy that. That's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. At least there's those people like that with the Mortal Kombat X guy who's like, I know I'm going to be killing you. Like, it's,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I'm a 0-2. Yeah. My closing record as so far that I remember on Mortal Kombat X Online is 0-9. I have yet to win a game. Like,
no, but that's common. Like when you first start out, you should probably expect to lose a lot if you're just going up against random people.
oh yeah.
That's just par for the course. That's how it works. That's why I stick to single players, because I know I can beat the computer, and I don't really want to. I don't enjoy playing randos, and like a losing streak of 50 doesn't sound that fun either. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to single players. What I grew up with, and it's what I enjoy.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the occasional, it's not like I'll spend an entire night playing online, fighting games, but I'll do a couple rounds. If there's good enough people that you bump into, because occasionally you'll come across a couple folks that'll make it somewhat fun. They'll send you a message, good game, whatever.
Yeah,
that's cool. But the other ones who are just like, oh, why are you even playing? It's just like, dude, you're a 1019 and 10. Like, dude, what do you think's gonna happen? Like,
there's only been one game where I've been happy to play against randos, and that's Pokemon Showdown, and that is only because there's no one in my real life, like my online friends, that I would be able to routinely play against. And like I've given up on the game, but when I was playing it, that was the only game I ever played against random people, because it's the only way I could play it.
No, my son would. My son would constantly ask you to play that. Constantly.
I mean, I'll play against him if he wants. I'm happy to pick up the game again.
He has encyclopedic knowledge of every Pokemon for the last millennia.
That's okay. If he wants to play, I'm happy to play against him. And if he completely destroys me, then he completely destroys me. Is it?
Yeah.
Your child needs a girlfriend.
Yes, he does.
Or a boyfriend. I don't judge.
We're not here to kink shame.
Nope. Also not here to get in trouble for assuming. So cover my bases, YouTube.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, if he needs an opponent for Pokemon Showdown, yeah, I'll play.
Is that the computer one, or is that?
Pokemon Showdown is one where it's not licensed by Nintendo. It's kind of like a fan project. It's just a battle simulator. There is no RPG attached to it.
Yeah,
it is you make your team and you play against other people.
Yeah, I think he plays against his brother all the time. I should say he makes his brother play all the time. Because Rocky doesn't give a shit about anything really. He's
good kid.
He's like, we'll just hang out, and chances are you're gonna pick my guys for me, and I'm not gonna know who. And They're
I mean,
somehow miraculously going to be weaker than the characters that you're playing me as. So,
shock horror. How did that happen?
yeah. J'accuse.
But there's been some really cool strategies that I've come across in Pokemon. Like one of my favorite is using a level 1 Rattata to take down basically anything. And like, there's an item called a focus sash where if you're at full health and something one hit kills you, you survive with a single hit point. So like they send a level 1 Rattata carrying that, then the opponent knocks it down to 1 hit point. Then there's an attack called Endeavor, which says however many hit points the attacker has, it lowers the opponent's hit points to that number, so to 1. Then the next round, Rattata does quick attack, goes first, and the minimum damage is 1. So, so you can take down any Pokemon that is not a ghost, because obviously, like ghosts are immune to normal attacks, so it won't work on them. But anyone who can be hit by normal attacks, this will kill them in 2 hits. And I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
Very cool.
It's cheating. Yeah.
It's unfortunately very easy to disrupt. So if someone is familiar with the strategy, it's very easy to beat. It's just that if someone's not expecting it, you can absolutely take down one of their best Pokemon and piss them off in the process.
Nice.
It kind of is only a one-shot, though. Like, it won't work a second time.
Naturally.
It's there was another cool one where I don't know if you know the move Fly. The first half you fly up above the battlefield, and then the second one you swoop down and attack.
Yes.
There was a special item that you could carry. It made you always go last if you were not attacking, I think. No, if you were attacking, you went last. And so on the fly, you're not attacking, so you go first. And then they attack. Then on the second turn, you've got the ball, so they attack, and then you swoop down. And so like you are never there for them to hit you. You're always in the air. Mm-hmm. And like again, that if you know how to beat it, it's quite easy. But if it catches you off guard, you're like, I can't hit this guy. He's always in the air. And unlike the Rattata one, this one absolutely can destroy an entire team eventually.
Yeah, I imagine Dig would render that pretty useless.
Well, that would definitely, but also something like quick attack or high extreme speed. You can use priority attacks to hit them before they go up. You can use weather to chip them down. You know, there's lots of things you can do. I think thunder always hits if the opponent's in the air, so that's an option. You know, there's ways to beat it. It's just that if you're not expecting it, it can absolutely destroy you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it was we used to play when he came over. We used to play Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, I missed that game.
And yeah, that one was pretty fun.
Well, Pokemon Stadium is kind of the inspiration for Pokemon Showdown, because Pokemon Stadium just took the battle part of Pokemon and said, we don't need the rest of that shit about badges and, you know, random battles. The fuck all that. You make your team, fight against someone else's team. I was like, this is the part of the game I like.
Yeah. That's all we ever cared about when we played it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the badges. We just want to battle each other with whatever Pokemon we want.
And the good thing about Pokemon Showdown is you don't have to do the manual training yourself. You just say, look, I want this Pokemon to be this level. I want it to know these moves and have this ability with this item. And as long as it's a legal combination, absolutely. You don't have to sit there meticulously breeding. You don't have to level up to 100, a whole bunch of different things. No, you just, this is what I want. The game checks, is this a legal combination? Hey, it is. Go have fun.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I think was it Zelthor that I played that game against on your stream, Della?
I think so, but
That was a really good match because that came down to the wire. I think he thought he won, and then I somehow survived his hit and nuked him. That was really close. That was like down to the last turn.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a nice change of pace from when you were easily wiping the floor with my face.
Well, that was because you were just using, like, you just said, "Hey everyone, what's your favorite Pokemon?" And then you just made your team from that. Like, you weren't really trying to make a really good team. You were just like, "Hey, let's make something, cool and silly and fun."
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, my team is made to, at least try and win. And
no. Yeah, you're right. And
so
I'm not knocking. I'm just saying it was a nice change of pace.
Yeah, no, but it was a bit of an unfair battle because, like, the idea behind your team and my team were not in line. Because that was the team I was using to level to rank up with. So it was the best team I could make.
Right. And in all fairness, if I'd have just picked them myself, it would have been the same kind of concept. It's just I don't have enough knowledge to put behind it or enough care to get the knowledge to put behind it. So, but I see what you mean nonetheless.
Yeah. No, it is a good game. If anyone out there is a Pokemon fan and is not aware of the game, Pokemon Showdown, it's a website, but you can also download it if you want to play, like, save a copy of it on your computer. So yeah, good fun.
Mm-hmm. All right, but I have run out of things to talk about, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. While we still seem to be running smooth enough-ish, at least. Just definitely don't want to jinx it anyway. So it seems like a good idea to call it here. But before I do, Terry, Johnny, we'll start with Johnny. Do you guys have any parting thoughts? Cat got your tongue?
Only install one dishwasher.
Wise words indeed.
Terry, how about you, bud?
Super Seducer 3 is still available on Games Planet if you for some reason haven't purchased it yet. So get on that.
Yes, indeed. And
how long before you have Richard the Plant on the stream?
That would be awesome. I'd happily stream with him.
That would be good, but I don't think I'm the person for that. So,
well, maybe we start just tag every time you host Minions. I'll just tag him. I need
to start getting back into the James Woods tags.
Yeah.
There you go.
And like I used to do with Ice Cube as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do have something actually. And I'm hoping he wasn't teasing me on this, but it seems like the stand-up comedian Ahmed would be interested in joining for an interview on a torture stream.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, Ahmed was actually had for those of you who haven't heard the story, he was doing a stand-up set in Florida and had someone call 911 on him.
Oh God!
For telling a joke.
Wow.
At the place he was performing.
That must have been a hell of a joke.
Wow. That's That's so much worse than 10 ply. I don't know how fucking soft that is.
It's
Wow.
I think that ranks up there with Dankula for biggest overreaction to a joke.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that I'm gonna message him, not message, like DM him, but I'm gonna tweet him back and just say like, when are you available? Because we can set this up.
Mm-hmm. Well, fingers crossed on that, bud.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm. All right, and on that note, I would like to thank everyone for stopping by and checking this out. Be sure to check us out tomorrow night when things are likely to go off the first time around without a hitch, because it will not be me hosting. Quiz will be hosting as per usual on Monday nights with his paint stream, so please be sure to check that out. And keep an eye on Twitter and or Discord if you want to be a part of that, or you just want to know when it's going to start, because sometimes he starts early, sometimes he starts on time, and a lot of times he starts late. But you never know, so keep your eye out for that. And be sure to criticize him for me for his unfair bias towards aliens. I find it very offensive, and he needs to sort himself out on that, because not all aliens are here to take over Earth, and even if we are, not all of us are here to do it in a bad way. All right, thank you guys. Have a good night, and the zoo is closed.
See you later, everyone.
Good night.